and welcome back to this channel. Today it's going to be a very fun video because today all we're going to be talking about is every single LEGO Star Wars set retiring in 2025. There are a lot of absolutely incredible LEGO sets we're going to be talking about in today's video. So before we do go over to lego.com and check out all of these incredible LEGO sets, I just want to say I do not post LEGO investing advice. I only post videos of me giving out my own opinion on all these LEGO sets. So everything I say about these LEGO sets is my own opinion. If you guys are here for LEGO investing and what you should invest in, this is not the channel for that. You can find a lot of other people that will gladly give their opinion and tell you guys what to get, but I'm not that person. So going straight over, this was the first time I really talked about it. The place where I get all my investing and everything that is retiring is going to be Brick Fanatics. I really do recommend this. I used this all last year, and pretty much every single LEGO set that I got that this pretty much said that was going to retire did pretty much retire. There are a few LEGO City stuff that did not retire, and it did say, but that's a little bit different. I will also say this is pretty accurate. It gets a lot more accurate, more I'd say about 3 months till the end of the year, more of the just end of the year time, last quarter. I'd say the first quarter and second quarter and a little bit of the third quarter isn't up there because there will be a lot of LEGO sets taken off the list, added to the list. Most of these will stay, but just keep that in mind. If you like a LEGO set that I talk about, there is still a chance that it could be taken off the retirement list this year. So there are an amazing amount of LEGO sets. First one is going to be this, the Imperial Dropship. I really do enjoy this LEGO set. I was actually watching a lot of investing videos last night, and I was actually pretty disappointed to hear that a lot of other people didn't really like the LEGO set. I will say the battleships, the dropships, the speeder, just they're not that great. They're not my favorite builds. I would much rather get like a smaller battle pack for like $20 than this, but I will say minifigure wise, this is a great LEGO set. 3 of them are more unique, and there is a droid that comes for this LEGO set, so that is really exciting. So, well, theoretically 7 minifigures counting the droid, but this one is and will be on my list this year for, like, it'll probably be on my top 5. And that's including all of the LEGO themes I'll be talking about throughout the next year. So, I've actually already gotten a copy of this. I ended up getting this during their promotional things when they're just, I forget what promo, but it was their Rainforest promo, and then it was also when they had their double points. So, I did a few videos for that one, so if you guys happen to miss that, there will be a lot more double points throughout this year, so don't worry yet. Then we have the Darth Vader helmet. Now, I will say, I do really like the helmet line, and I do see a lot of potential in it. I will say, Darth Vader, definitely a very iconic person in the Star Wars films, but I'm also very nervous about it because it is $80. Meaning, if you've looked at the other ones, all of the other helmets are $70, $69.99. So I'm very nervous about this possibly not doing as good because it's more expensive. Plus, I'm pretty sure this is coming up on its 4th year being sold, so that could really hurt the value on this LEGO set too. Then, talking about Razor Crest, I actually just watched The Mandalorian for the first time just a few months ago, and seriously, it's a really good film. I really do enjoy it. I do feel like this is a very iconic just ship in the very beginning series, so I do think there'll be a lot of just love for this one. And there's rumors another Mandalorian season is about to come out in 2026, so that everyone hopefully may be getting this. Hopefully on the deal, maybe double points. Double points could really help with this. I will say, there is potential for this to do okay in the beginning, but once that new Mandalorian season comes out, this could really skyrocket and possibly double its price. So that's something I might consider. I do feel like $600 is really overpriced, and I'd rather put that $600 towards other Lego sets that I have more confidence in. Then, talking about the next one, the Corsage Gunship. I'm excited about this one. Really disappointed too, because this was on the retirement list for last year, and then May 4th, a lot of people got it because it had 4 times points, which is really, really good, and a lot of people were actually surprised they had 4 times points on it when it wasn't retiring. But personally, I did get 3 copies, and about 2 weeks later, it was announced it was taken off the retirement list, so that was about $400 down the drain there, but at least I did get 4 times points on all of those 3 copies, so there's kind of a plus into it. But I got a lot of copies now, so I won't be picking up any more, and I'll just kind of be sticking with those 3. And I do think it is pretty good. It does come with about 5 minifigures. It is an iconic build, a little bit overpriced, but I do think it's a pretty cool build. Then we have the X-Wing Starfighter. Now, I'm not for sure how many years this has been. I've heard a few people say it came out at the beginning of this year. It might have, but I'm not 100% sure. If you guys know exactly when this date came out, please comment that down. I'd really love to hear. I probably could have looked before I filmed this video, but there's that. I do feel like there's a lot of cool things in this Lego set. It's a very, very, very iconic ship in the film, and just the build looks really nice. I am very disappointed that there's not a ton of minifigures to it. There could have been a droid or something with it. It does come with Luke Skywalker, so that is a plus. Looks like it says 2 minifigures, but I'm not seeing the second one, so that is interesting. Let's see if we can find both of them. Maybe not. That is interesting. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe that's a droid, but just with me looking at it, maybe that might be a droid up there. I'm not 100% sure. It does say 2 minifigures, I just see 1, so there's that. I do feel like it is a cool build, but it's 100% overpriced. So with that, I'm going to be taking a close look at it, waiting for just a good sale on this, but buying the full price, definitely not. Then, going to the next one, we have the Ahsoka and Tanto Jedi Shuttle. I do feel like this one's pretty good. Comes with about 4 minifigures, so that's a plus in it. $80 isn't horrible. I will say, very nervous about this one because I've seen it on absolutely insane clearance sales during just Black Friday. I think I saw it 50% off, 60% off at one place for a very brief few minutes. And pretty much everywhere I look, I'd always see this 50, 60% off. So I do feel like in that case, I'll most likely be skipping out on it. $80 isn't horrible for what you get in it, but I'm just going to take a pass on that. The Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack. I do feel like this one's a very, very cool scene too. It comes with about 4 minifigures, so that's a plus. I really do like the build. $20 is a little bit expensive for really what you get. 109 pieces. So I'm going to try to look for a deal on maybe like $15 if I'm lucky to get that kind of a sale, but I do feel like I'm going to look for 30-40% off, 20% off. It's good, but I'd just rather look a little bit harder to find 30% off. So I will be keeping a close eye on this one. This one's definitely on my list this year. So then we got this one. I do feel like I'm going to give my full opinions on this. I think this is one of the ugliest Lego sets I've seen in a while. It is pretty cool, a lot of detail on it. I do really like the minifigure selection, but just the build itself isn't my favorite. So with that, I'm going to watch it, but it's not going to be something I'm going to have a close look on. Then, the Tantive 5, I do really feel like this one has a lot of hype around it. I've seen a lot of people have it on their top 10 in the last 2 months. I do have it on my list. It's just, I'd probably say it's on my top 30 Lego sets that I have. So I am a little bit nervous about this one because it is small. It doesn't have any minifigures. So in that case, it could be a little bit hard to sell, but I do think it's pretty cool. Are 654 pieces for $80. That's really good, actually. So looking at all of it, it's pretty good, but I'm going to keep a close eye on that. Now talking about another one, the Invisible Hand. This one I think is pretty cool. 557 pieces for $50. I do feel like this one's pretty good too. And I've seen it on Target a few times for sale. I think I saw it for maybe $30. Then we got the diorama. I do feel like I really do like this diorama. It's really, really cool. But just dioramas never do good. Out of all the dioramas I've actually invested in two, and those still have not done that great. So in that case, I might look for a few copies, but other than that, I will be skipping out on this Lego set. Then we got this droid. This one's very, very iconic in the Star Wars films, so I'm going to be taking a very, very close look into this Lego set. I am a little bit disappointed it doesn't come with any figures also, but 583 pieces, almost $600, $65. A little bit overpriced, but at the end of the day, it's still really cool. Then we got the Darth Maul Sith ship. I do feel like this is pretty iconic too in the Mandalorian just videos, or not Mandalorian, just the Star Wars films. I do feel like it's pretty cool. I will be taking a pretty close look into this, and I'm very excited about this one. I'm a little bit nervous about this because really I had no clue this ship existed till the Lego set came out. 3 minifigures, that's pretty good, but or it might be 4 actually. So I'm gonna be taking a pretty close look at that. But 700, about 640 pieces, $70. A little bit nervous with that factors, but other than that, I'm gonna be taking a close look into it. Then we got this Firehawk. I'll probably be skipping out on this. I just don't really like the build. 4+ Lego sets can sometimes be good. I do really like 4+ Lego sets sometimes, but for a 4+ Lego set, 136 pieces for $50, that is incredibly overpriced. I have seen it on a few sales lately, but just I don't even know if I'd pay $20 for this. Then we got another battle pack. I do feel like, well, it's not exactly a battle pack, but once you actually kind of look at it, it pretty much is a battle pack. This one is really cool. This is a very iconic theme in the Mandalorian films too. It has about 300-ish pieces, 289 to be exact. Just $40 is a little bit overpriced, and to be honest, I would rather put that $40 towards getting a copy of this instead of that. But talking about the next Lego set, we got Luke Skywalker mech. I do feel like this one's pretty good. I did end up investing in quite a few Star Wars matches too. So I'm going to be taking a close look at those 3. And then depending on how those do, that'll just kind of based on how many copies I do get of this. I would like to get about 1 or 2. If I can get a really good deal on it, maybe $8, half off, I'll definitely be getting quite a few copies. Then we got the Creative Play Droid builder. I do feel like it is pretty cool. It's interesting. It is an interesting Lego set. I will say that it does give me kind of Disney World, Star Wars vibes, but I do feel like I don't really like the build. $100 is very, very overpriced. It does come with quite a few pieces, so that's kind of a plus into it, but I'm going to be taking a pass on this one. It does come with 1 minifigure, so that's a plus, but I'm going to be taking a close look into it. But TIE Fighter and X-Wing mashup, I do feel like this one's pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people talking about this, friends, family, a lot of hype around this Lego set, but $110 is still really overpriced. I'd rather put that towards like Brickheads or other Star Wars Lego sets that I think have a lot more potential. But I'm hoping to maybe get 1 or 2 copies. So, yeah. Then, ending this video off with one of my favorites. This is going to be the Desert Skiff one. I do feel like this one's really cool. We got a lot of very iconic people. We got Boba Fett. We got Chewbacca. A lot. Han Solo. So many incredible ones. So we got how many minifigures? Looks like we got about 5, 6 including the exclusive one. But I do feel like about 558 pieces is really good. $80, a little bit on the high range, but it's much better than $100. So I do feel like I will give my full opinion on this. I do think if Lego could choose any Lego set to move to 2025, or has the best chances of being moved to 2025, it's going to be this. I do feel like out of all of the ones, it will definitely be this or that. I just feel like out of both of them, they're both phenomenal. A lot of hype around this one especially, so I would be very surprised if it did retire this year. But other than that, this is going to be the end of the video. If you guys have any comments, any questions to ask, I'd really love to try my best on answering your questions. And other than that, this is going to be the end of the video. So please subscribe, hit the bell notification on all so you not miss our video. Please like this video. If you guys think we should do any other themes, what themes should we do? We could do ideas, icons, Harry Potter. So many incredible themes that I really do want to personally talk about. And there's a lot of great movies that could really help LEGO sets do even better, like Super Mario, and just other ones. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of the video. I really do want to thank you all for watching today's video and supporting the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we post next. Peace.